Wow, 10 years in New York City. After living in 5 countries, 9 cities and 28 apartments, Gavin and I arrived in New York City. I felt so lost. In fact, my first day here, I called a doctor and they asked me for my zip code, and that reduced me to sobs. This was the beginning. I was starting at the very grassroots, and I'd left an established, successful life way back home. But I realized other people were in that situation too. And soon, I had a Shabbat dinner for South Africans living in New York. Little did I know that this was going to be the beginning of JICNY. I have 10 l'chaims for our 10 years of success. My first l'chaim is to Steve Eisenberg, whom I randomly met in a restaurant 10 years ago. Who would have known that we would have built the most amazing Kiruv partnership? My second l'chaim is for creating real learning on Monday nights, where hundreds of people learn Torah each week. We've had Jews from over 42 countries attend events. We've had 74 marriages. In fact, I've had over 10,000 people have Shabbat dinner in my home. And another l'chaim to meeting so many interesting people, and a big thank you to my board members who contribute so much, my volunteers who do so much, and my partners like Yehuda from Dana, Bodhi from Spice Rack, Rachel Yeshua, people who help make us successful. My seventh l'chaim is to creating a real sense of community for foreign Jews living in New York. And to have over 10,000 people attend events last year. We had over 220 events. And making all this happen with volunteers and one part-time person. My final l'chaims to my husband Gavin for always supporting me and believing in me. L'chaim to the JICNY to 120 more years of success and making connections.
What you need to say again.
Hi, my name is Ilan.
Anna Blossom.
I've been coming to the JICNY events since I was a single, and when we got married we kept coming to the events, whether it be Shabbat dinners or lunches or lectures or whitewater rafting or other trips. What we particularly like about the Jewish International Connection of New York is that they bring international people from all around the world and not only emphasize their Jewishness, but rather encourage each group to express their uniqueness and tell about the way of their lives in their countries, whether as Jews or just as citizens. We met a lot of people and many new friends through JICNY, and we're proud to be part of it. L'chaim!
Hi, I'm Evan.
And I'm Ruth.
Thank you for coming out tonight to help celebrate JICNY's 10th anniversary and to support such a great cause. I'm proud to be here tonight with my wife, Ruth. I'm not international, but grew up on Long Island in New York. Traditional, but not very observant. And like many of my traditional friends, my Jewishness was not a large part of my college years, nor when I moved to Manhattan. I was caught up with work, a very vibrant Manhattan social and cultural scene, and that was enough for me, or so I thought at the time. Then 4 years ago I found JICNY, and it was a great surprise to me, as it was rewarding. I began to regularly attend JICNY's Monday night Torah class, and I've kept going every week for 4 years. JICNY, its Torah class, and many other programs helped me to find my Jewish self, helped to reconnect me to Hashem and the Jewish people, and has helped to enrich my life and relationships in countless and measurable ways.
Today we still remain inspired by the many programs and events that JICNY hosts every single day.
Along with my wife Ruth, whom I first met in the Upper West Side precisely 3 years ago tonight, we are humbled to receive this award, which I accept in loving memory of my late mother Libby, and as an inspiration to continue to do whatever I can to help JICNY in the many years to come. So please join us and lift your glass. L'chaim and happy 10th year anniversary.
Hello, my name is Gavin Stone. I'm originally from San Diego, California. And this is my beautiful fiancée, Irina Penkasova, originally from Tashkent, Uzbekistan. And being from the other side of the country, coming to New York, a huge city, I know what it's like to be out of place and not know anybody. So out of all the Jewish organizations that I work with, JICNY is one of my favorite, because whenever I come here, I know that I'm going to be accepted for who I am. And it doesn't matter what I do for a living, where I live in New York, or any of that other stuff. All that matters is that I'm Jewish. And so I wish JICNY, L'chaim.
So, on behalf of myself and Jody and Gavin Samuels, we want to thank you so much. Toda, merci, spasiba, whatever language we speak, we want to thank you so much for your support, for being there for us, physically, financially. It means so much. When I think about JICNY, 10 years ago, at least from my perspective, I was in London having Shabbat dinner with 10 friends from 8 different countries. And I turned to a friend of mine from Antwerp and said, why don't we do a dinner in New York just for friends of ours from all over the world? We had 2 dinners in the city, very successful. And then came chapter 2. I met this extraordinary couple, Jody and Gavin Samuels, who are hosting Australians and South Africans in their home. And Jody said, Steve, we booked the Dorner restaurant, God bless Yehuda, and we don't have enough people. I said, Jody, I have a database of a few hundred people, and we hosted a dinner at the Dorner restaurant. We had 100 people. We turned away 50%. And Jody, Gavin, and I, we're business people. We realized we had a concept, and not one dinner. We started the JICNY. Tens of thousands of people later, 75 weddings later that we know of, and hopefully we've changed the lives of many Jews who came to New York City. So l'chaim to JICNY, l'chaim to reaching out, caring about the Jewish people, l'chaim.